Ờ, nói đã là để đã nói nhỏ lại nó biết nói đại đi tôi lỡ bấm like là ông không có được vậy mình đâu có cắt video được. Rồi ok ok ok
Yeah.
Start now.
Let's start.
Everyone here?
Yeah. So I will start now. Yeah.
Wait, just yeah, he's back.
Mm.
Where is your teammate?
Yeah. Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation today about Marathon Corporation Business Report. And here's the list of members from both Vietnam and Melbourne team. So let's continue. Our presentation includes four main parts: introduction, findings, conclusion, and recommendations. We have four small sections in the finding part, and I will present about the first section, type of cost. So let's talk a little bit about the company. Marathon Corporation is a flash drive manufacturing company that trying to maintain the same level of inventory every year. And their goal for the next year is to achieve target net income of $150,000 dollars by selling just about 115 units. However, the company is currently facing an issue of profit loss, and they are looking for alternatives. Um, and some suggestions has been provided from the CEO, but due to lack knowledge about accounting, they haven't come up with any decisions. There are three. There are many costs that incur during the operation of the companies. So therefore, we have separated into three main costs: fixed costs, variable costs, and mixed costs. Uh, as you can see, in the fixed cost is divided into manufacturing and non-manufacturing fixed cost. And in the fixed manufacturing cost, the fixed overhead costs dominate by occupying 45% in total. The variable cost is also divided into manufacturing and non-manufacturing costs. And in the variable manufacturing cost, direct material, direct labor occupy around the same percentage of 31 and 34 respectively. And now my partner will talk about expected profit.
You did that much on the takes.
Yeah.
What do you do with it?
Nothing.
Is it still in your bank?
Dad, I told you I'm trying to do something. I'm doing my work.
Okay, I will talk about the expected profit. And the expected units sold are about 150,000 units, and the single product price is about $18. Therefore, the company income statement in the contribution margin format is presented below. The total revenue sale, the total sale revenue is $2,070,000. Moreover, the total variable cost is about $1,610,000, with including direct material, direct labor, sales commission, advertising, and factory overhead. The contribution margin is equal to sales revenue minus variable cost, is about $460,000, and the total fixed cost is about $500,000, including salary, advertising, miscellaneous selling expense, office salary, supplier, miscellaneous general expense, factory for overhead. Then the profit is equal to the total sales revenue minus total variable cost and fixed. Hence, the Marathon Corporation is expected to have a lot of $40,000. And the next, I will move to the contribution margin. The contribution margin per unit is about $4, mean that after consuming for variable cost, there is $4 ready the profits left per sale can contribute the coverage of fixed cost, and the contribution margin ratio is about 22.22%. That means 77.78% of the selling price is used for the variable cost, and 22.22% remaining is used for the fixed cost. And we continue the presentation.
I'm Nguyen, and I will present about break-even and the target income. So break-even is mean that's when you total sale equal to total cost, and you make no loss, and you can start to make profits. So the sales need to break even at 2,250,000, but at the current expected in 2019, the sales only 2,070,000. So that's why the company make a lot of $40,000, and the goal is to achieve $150,000. So it's in order to achieve this target, they have to have a sale at $2,925,000, and come to the units of sale. To break even, they have to sell like the current expected sale is 1,015,000, and to break even, they have to sell 10,000 more units, and to have a target income of $150,000, they have to sell 47 unit more. So the current situation is not really good since they make a loss, and David will show you how to some recommendation and suggestions for to achieve the target. Hello, David.
Hello? Can you hear me? Yeah, good. Hello?
Yeah, oh, good. Yeah, go on.
Oh, okay, good. All right, so suggestions over the 4 options. Number 2 was the best since it had better expected sales and the net income was much higher than the other 3. Due to the fact that the sales salaries were increased by 50% and the sales volume were increased by 30%, which made it better than the other ones, and that's the option we chose. Do another slide. Okay, here we go. Yeah. All right. So the margin of safety ratio, the option 2 was the best one, 8.28%, better than the option 1, which was close to 7.3, and option 3 was the worst one, -8%. And operating leverage for option 2 was 12.08. That's like the 3rd best, but it's still better than the others. To conclude that option 2 was probably the best one, the best option we recommend and suggested. And yeah, that's it.
So now we move on to the recommendations and the conclusion.
Hey, so in conclusion, to start calculating any cost, we need to segregate all the costs and the variable. Having said that, both, so they are known as mixed cost. The high-low method enables to find those costs and give a better accuracy and is highly recommended. Second, as you can see, the initial plan with 115,000 units cannot reach the targeted volume, targeted net income of 150,000, and only proposal A, B are giving profit, or giving a negative income. Next. next one. So the options we have to achieve is increase sales salaries by 50% while the sales commission remains constant. Increase sales, that will increase the sales volume by 30%. So the increased sales salaries the staff to sell at a higher rate and a pace which is expected to increase the sales volume by 30%, and that way we can get an increased volume of sales to up and achieve 349,500. Thank you. So that is the recommendation.
Okay, now come to the Dennis for the learning outcome and the experience from working for this project.
Hi. So we had a really good experience with you guys, and it was a new experience to work with overseas students. We had some difficulties at the first, but we all worked it. We had a hard time to communicate with each other, but we made a group to communicate and then to solve everything. We have learned a lot of things from this project, like how to use Google Drive, create YouTube videos, create Google Sheets, joining the community, and how to use Google Docs. Everyone worked together as a teamwork, and we enjoyed really much. It was really nice meeting you guys, and thank you for working together.
Yay.
I think this one is like a little too long. And secondly, that's because there's some problem with the slide too. Then let me check first.
Yeah, I think we should do it again.
Yeah.
I don't know what is wrong with my slide.
Maybe someone like unintentionally copy it and make it like I will try to delete it. Yeah.
Oh, I was
It's
trying
fine.
to delete from my side, but I couldn't.
It's fine.
Yeah, I was trying.
So
Okay.
how many minutes is this one?
It has to be like maximum for 10 minutes, but I think that's we just close it. Access it a lot. Like some was too long. Like
how long is our
yeah,
presentation?
the part of oh no, actually I think 3 of you guys, the Melbourne team was done quite short, was great, but 2 other in Vietnamese quite long. So yeah, I will give them the comments and I think they will make it shorter.
So do you want to do another one?
Yeah, I will do another one.